Oh my goodness, thank you so much for tuning in and waiting. I think this is working. People, let me know if this is actually working. So, there was an issue today. There was an issue today on YouTube. So let me know if this is working. There was an issue today regarding live streams on YouTube, and I think it affected a certain part of the. There are a couple different ways to start a stream, and I think there was an issue with YouTube. So the normal way, like the way that I usually start the stream, well, that wasn't loading. So then I had to do something, and I don't know. Anyway, I'm glad it worked. Now I just want to let people know. Now I want to let people know that there is a live stream on this new URL. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for tuning in. What can I tell you other than I didn't think this would happen, but it's happening. So thank you. They're going to impeach President Trump again. Well, let's put it this way. The chances are that they'll impeach President Trump once again, if indeed he ends up. Thank you, RKH526. Hello. If indeed he ends up pardoning, and I think he will pardon Roger Stone eventually. Roger Stone was set up and framed like all of it. This is the interesting thing. They view the DNC emails as such a terrible, terrible event in the history of mankind. I mean, they view the DNC emails as the absolute worst thing that could have ever taken place. And instead of simply moving on and saying, okay, well, these emails actually showed that you had Democrats cheating Bernie Sanders. Hillary will be the Democratic nominee. Hillary Clinton will be the Democratic nominee, yes. But what they did was very simple, okay? They needed some kind of excuse because they lost. So they said, well, Russia interfered. How did they interfere? Well, they hacked the DNC to inform the world that Bernie Sanders was cheated. Oh, okay. That seems to be, in any other moment, during any other moment in U.S. history, that would have been an issue with the Democratic Party. That would have been an issue with Democrats. Okay, well, we cheated Bernie Sanders, and therefore we have to make sure that we don't cheat again. Notice how they never talk about Debbie Wasserman Schultz resigning. Why is that? The same way they look at the DNC emails, I look at the DNC emails from the the more rational and logical way. The DNC emails were not an attempt by a foreign power to interfere in our election. They showed massive, widespread, systemic, endemic corruption. Corruption within the Democratic Party. Hello, everyone. Thank you, by the way, everyone, for dealing with the technological issues. The DNC email showed that they were cheating Bernie Sanders just like they're cheating Bernie Sanders in 2020. Ever wonder why there was an app that just didn't work in Iowa? Of course. There's an app that suddenly didn't work. Why is that? That's by design. You think it was... How hard is it to develop an app that adds and multiplies? It's called a calculator. There used to be an app. It's called a calculator. Very simple. Very simple. Okay? You can just get a calculator. You don't need an app. Okay, they could have used a calculator in Iowa, or they could have just simply not gone with 10 or 12. Hello, Luke St. Martin. Hello, RKH526. Hello. They could have simply used a calculator instead of an app because, they're so smart. They're really not cheating. It's just that they're so cutting edge that they had to use an app, And instead of simply using an app, instead of simply using a calculator, what they did was they said, well, there's an app that just happens to be, because this is a complete coincidence, a complete and utter coincidence. This was definitely not premeditated. It was a complete and utter coincidence. They used an app in Iowa that suddenly didn't work, don't you know? It just suddenly didn't work. Because gosh, that's what happens with technology. Simple technology in 2020. The app didn't work. They expect us to believe this nonsense. So then they, thank you, Brian. Hope all is well. Then they cheated Bernie. He won the popular vote, but he got less delegates than Mayor Pete. And then he got more people voting. He got the popular vote in New Hampshire. And then lost to Mayor Pete, tied in delegates. Now they're saying Bernie Sanders is the front runner. Well, how can that be when they cheated him in 2016? They said it would be a fair primary. Debbie Wasserman Schultz was forced to resign. Russian intelligence operatives and Vladimir Putin, they didn't write the emails. The emails were written by Debbie Wasserman and Clinton in the campaign emails. And Clinton Foundation officials that talk about 500 conflicts of interest and how Bill Clinton is getting wealthy from Bill Clinton Inc., getting paid by CGI sponsors or donors. So then what they say is, well, that was Russia. And we have to look at if Trump, because Trump might have worked. Trump might have worked with he worked with Russia. How do we know? Because there's a dossier. But they never say Democrats using a dossier without any evidence backing it up begin probe of Trump. How come the media never says that? Democrats without backing, Democrats without evidence claim Trump might have worked with Russia. They say, well, intelligence officials, just like the other day, or today, they're like, yeah, intel officials say Russia wants to interfere in the election. Really? So anything that happens, this is so childish. So any foreign policy that happens to favor another country, because American foreign policy should never be, it's not based on how much, how belligerent we can be to certain countries. American foreign policy should be based on if it's good for national security or not. Having good relations with Russia is good for national security. Just ask Ronald Reagan and and Bill Clinton and President Obama. So you have a situation, ladies and gentlemen, where they go ahead, they set up and frame Trump. They utilize it's so overt. That's why, like, once this is really hilarious. Once Trump wins again, and he's going to win again, he's going to defeat Clinton again. She's going to try again because there's a chance that she wins. I give Clinton a 10% chance of winning, a 90% chance Trump wins. Okay, there's a chance that she wins. She's not going to give up a chance at winning even if she loses twice in a row. She doesn't care. Daniel! Here's some money for your technical perseverance. Thank you! Daniel Bogdan, thank you so very, very much, Daniel. Greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated, Daniel. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Daniel. So they say, well, we're going to start this investigation based on a dossier and based on Alexander Downer, who never testified before Congress. I mean, John Durham and William Barr, they didn't indict Comey or McCabe. Maybe because it's too early. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe they need the political will, because once Democrats lose again, you will have pundits on the left begging for the usual suspects to get indicted. Begging. Crusty old salt, hello. Even I agree with you. Let's say there's a 3% chance, though, that Madam Secretary would be president. She'll take that. Both Clintons, even Bubba Bill. Oh my goodness, if there's a 1% chance that I could possibly do something extraordinary in the Oval Office, I'll take that risk. If there's a 1% chance that I could get away with something in the Oval Office, I would. I'll try my best. You know, there's a reason that there's not 100% chance that I can't, because there's a 99% chance that I can't. So a 1%, if you give me 1%, it's all good. So the Clintons are the type of people that if it comes to political power and influence, you give them a 1% chance, they're going for the gold. They're in it to win it. Okay, they're in it to win it. They're in it to win it, okay? They're not like, so, it's like, when they look at Roger Stone, here's what this is about: retribution, revenge and retribution. They want to make everyone associated with Trump suffer. They want to make everyone associated with Trump suffer and get caught up in a probe that was, to them, the biggest national security issue of all time, bigger than nuclear proliferation and peace between certain countries. It's interesting too. It's interesting, too, that Democrats never, just on a different note, Democrats never passed Medicare for all legislation. You ever wonder why? Have you ever wondered why Democrats never passed Medicare for all legislation? Have you ever wondered why James Comey, well, have you ever wondered why Peter Strzok said we'll stop Trump? Have you ever wondered why they're like in ecstasy with the notion that Roger Stone will go to jail? It's because they don't have a value system. Democrats are liberal Republicans. Okay? Say that again. The average Democrat is really a liberal Republican. They're not a Bernie Sanders voter. They're not even really a Warren voter. They're more of an Amy Klobuchar type person. That's the average Democrat. That is the majority of the Democratic Party is Amy Klobuchar. But since Amy Klobuchar has as much charisma as Joe Biden, that is an issue there. So you have Amy Klobuchar, you have Michael Bloomberg, and the majority of the Democratic Party is like a Michael Bloomberg, Amy Klobuchar. There's no difference, but by the way, between Biden, Bloomberg, and Klobuchar. No difference. Mayor Pete, perhaps a little bit more liberal. Then there's Warren, who didn't come with an actual Medicare for all bill. She didn't have She didn't have the numbers to justify Medicare for all. So she then completely tanked that policy or sabotaged it. And then AOC is like, oh, you can't wave a magic wand. Oh, gee, thanks for being so pragmatic. Huh? This is the person that wants to do away with air travel in a resolution. I guess the pragmatism with the Green New Deal resolution was that it wasn't legislation. Yet another issue. See, when Trump says he's going after McCabe and Comey, he does. There's Durham and William Barr. When Trump says he's reversing U.S. foreign policy, he is. He removed soldiers from a hotspot, and he's going to do more. When Trump says he's going to make the economy great, he does. He does. So now they're like, well, look, we have this probe, this special counsel, okay? We have this special counsel, and you better, just worship Mueller. If you don't worship Mueller, there's a big problem with you. And now what's taking place is President Trump is reversing the Mueller probe. They're like, it's Mueller time, it's Mueller time, it's Mueller time, it's Mueller time, it's Mueller time. Oops. Now you have Trump, who will pardon not only Michael Flynn, or not only Roger Stone, but he needs to pardon Michael Flynn. He needs to pardon Julian Assange. And just watch them just melt with just the most, intense anger. And he needs to do so immediately. He needs to do so as quickly as possible. Before the election. You know what he should do? He should make Democrats and media go in every direction possible. Instead of talking about the economy, they're going to talk about how he pardoned people. Stinkfinger, hello. Yes, the house of cards is falling. Big time. Big time. The house of cards is falling. Eddie, I'll go ahead and I'm going to look at that Las Vegas debate highlight blooper. Okay, Elizabeth Warren. Thank you. Trump's going to pardon Roger Stone. When he does that, they're going to say, "Oh my goodness, it's an abuse of power. Oh my goodness, this is horrible. How could you do this? How could you pardon a convicted felon? Oh my God." And then what did they get Roger Stone on? Oh, well, lying to Congress because he contacted a publisher about the DNC emails. Oh my God. Oh my God, he contacted a publisher about the DNC emails. That's really horrible. And he said he didn't, but he did. So therefore, because of that, he needs to spend, because of that. Well, thank you, M. Helen. Thank you so very, very much. M. Helen, greatly appreciated. Donated to my Patreon account, and I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so very much, M. Helen. Thank you. Because he told Congress, because Roger Stone told Congress that he didn't try to contact the publisher, and he did try to contact the publisher, thank you, Eric H526, therefore that obstructed the investigation. He was covering up for Trump. But what did Roger Stone's activity do to prevent Mueller from finding out information regarding Trump and Russia? There was no information. So how did that impede or obstruct the Mueller special counsel? It didn't. How did that impede or obstruct the Mueller special counsel? That's the question. How did Stone's activities impede or obstruct the Mueller special counsel or prevent it from finding that missing link that doesn't exist? So if Roger Stone lied to Congress and the investigation was about Trump working with Martians from outer space, why should he then serve prison? When you have Democrats and intelligence officials who lied to Congress and got away with it no problem. No leniency, no. And then you have the judge. Truth matters. Oh, truth matters. Yes, tell us more about deleting yoga emails. Tell us more about meeting Bill Clinton to speak about golf, Brexit, and grandchildren. Tell us more, Roger Stone, judge who presides over a jury with the forewoman who ran as a Democrat and is on social media all the time. M. Helen, you know what? I think Assange is I would say he's very, almost certainly telling the truth about it. I think that Trump wants to pardon him. But he wants to get Trump wants to get something out of it. So I just, the whole thing is, Trump is kind of playing a, we have February, February's almost done. You have March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Okay. You have, 10 months? Less than 10 months. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 9 months. You have 9 months, ladies and gentlemen. You have 9 months, ladies and gentlemen. 9 months. For the Democratic Party and media and intelligence operatives to give it everything they got to make sure Madam Secretary becomes nominee and wins. And I guess Trump is just focusing on the economy. I think he should pardon everyone involved with the Mueller probe and just say, you know what, it's nonsense. The probe is nonsense, and have them spend the next 3-4 months saying, oh my God, he's an authoritarian. The more they hyperventilate, the more the more outrage they evoke, the better it is for Trump. I mean, I really do think the better it is for Trump, really. The more outrage? Exactly. Mannequin Wizard, David, yes. Then there's a redo, 9 months. The more outrage, the more they engage in this type of, the more they go. Oh, Pete Rose, yeah. I mean, I think Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, with the Astros, with the buzzer, you had certain players who allegedly had buzzers to tell them if a slider was coming or a fastball. My God, that takes cheating to a whole new level. I don't even care about, juicing up or performance enhancing, whatever. I mean, that is cheating that will actually get you a home run or a hit, or I mean, that's on a new level. That's on a new level. That's just, and baseball should have taken away their ring, I think. Should have taken away their championship, I think. I mean, But I am losing steam. My goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm losing steam. Okay, we'll go 5-10 more minutes. And, I mean, I wanted to start a half an hour early, and then there was this issue with the back end of YouTube. Oh, man. Oh, well. Oh, my God. Lawmakers are warned that Russia is meddling to re-elect Trump. This is, so absurd. Okay, these intelligence officials obviously don't like Trump, so they make it up. And if Russia... this is hilarious. So, any country that prefers a candidate over another candidate, so China would rather a Democrat win. We're the intelligence operatives saying that, China wants to interfere in the election on behalf of Democrats. Oh, this is hilarious. Can somebody at Fox News please explain to Trump hater A.B. Stoddard, Zero Talent, and Team Cavuto that I won every one of my debates from beginning? Zero Talent. Check the polls taken immediately. The debates got me elected. Must be Fox board member Paul Ryan. Trump. Neil Cavuto is getting annoying though, and I have to say. Neil Cavuto says he had failed to do well in those debates because of YouGov and Politico. Yeah, what do you expect? YouGov, okay, NBC News, NBC, CNN, Politico polls. Yeah, you can. That's not. They're never going to give Trump the win. He demolished everyone on the debate stage, so much so that the other Republicans were pretty much. They were crushed into submission. Trump smashed them into submission. Just very similar to how they tried to do that to Bloomberg. Of course, when Trump does it, it's, oh my God, he's so belligerent. Michael Moed, Dude, my tax refund came back double from last year because of Trump's tax cuts. Help me celebrate in Bernie's voice. Also, I'm unloading freight in a snowstorm in Norfolk. Norfolk. The money ain't easy, but worth it. Thank you so very much, Michael. Michael Moorhead, I want to thank you so very, very much. I want you to be careful. I don't want you to freeze your kumquats off. And I want you never ever to say anything bad about Deborah Wasserman Schultz. I'm Bernard Sanders. Michael, I'll do anything for the money. And thank you so very much. Actually, I'll do it in my real voice. First, thank you so very much, Michael. That's awesome of you. Greatly appreciated. And it is greatly appreciated. Thank you. And, take care, stay warm, and take care of yourself in that snowstorm, and thank you. But I'm going to talk to you in my voice, my Bernard Sanders voice. Michael Moorhead, I want everyone here watching to do one thing. When this live stream is over, I want you to take a figurine of Madam Secretary, and everyone must worship it before they go to bed. Okay? It's just what I do at night. It relaxes me, and it makes me feel oh so beautiful in the morning. It could be anything. Anything that reminds you of Madam Secretary. A book on yoga, a laptop that doesn't function properly, anything. Because at the end of the day, Michael and everyone here, I'm going to tell all my Bernard bros to vote for the Golden Moo. Michael Moorhead, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Greatly appreciated, Michael. Thank you. The same media, by the way. Did you? If you check out everybody, check out H.A. Goodman's other channel, because there's a great segment that I did. The New York Times has this hit piece on Bernie Sanders. It's the most passive aggressive. Oh my God! It's the most passive aggressive. Bernie Sanders is going to become nominee. And then the whole thing is, well, I guess we've given up. I guess we want 4 more years of Trump. I guess we don't want a team builder. Yeah, Bernie's going to win. He's the front runner. I guess you're just going to give up everything, aren't you, Democrats? Huh? That's the Eddie C. Say hello to Isaac, my non-Trump believer. He's low-key hearing Jay in the background. Isaac, hello, Isaac. Hope all is well. Eddie C. Thank you, Eddie C. And Isaac, thank you for watching. Greatly appreciated. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is pretty awesome. Thank you so very much, everyone. What can I tell you, Eddie? It's going to be an amazing year. And thank you so very much. Isaac, hello. Hello, Isaac. And thank you so very much for watching. It's going to be interesting. Nevada's going to be interesting. It'll be fun. It'll be interesting how they cheat Bernie Sanders. Something's going to happen in Nevada because Nevada makes Iowa look like, the most fair and wonderful place in the world. Eddie C., thank you so very much. Thank you, Eddie and Isaac. Thank you, Isaac. I'm reading. I'm reading the I actually was joking, everyone. That was being sarcasm. Okay? You don't have to take an actual effigy. The word is. My vocabulary is pristine. Almost like that wonderful Medicare for All bill that the Messiah happened to pass in the House, which never happened, actually, because the House didn't pass a Medicare for All bill. But, yeah, that was simply a sarcastic type of thing. You don't have to worship any effigy of the Golden One. Okay, if you like that sort of thing, go ahead. No problem. I happen to do it every night. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But you don't have to. I was just joking. But if you mess with Deborah Wasserman Schultz, you'll have me to contend with. Oh, Deborah Wasserman. Oh, Wasserman Schultz. What an amazing human being you truly are. Fantastic, great heart. That's what I love. One thing I loved about Deborah Wasserman was her amazing heart and incredible intellect. Thanks again for the Democratic primary. It was fantastic. It was a truly fantastic thing. Wow. Luckily, the Russians came in and informed everyone that you were cheating me in broad daylight. Yeah, because, things happen. Let's let bygones be bygones. But no, Putin had to make an issue. You think I would have made an issue? No. Why do I need the Michigas? I wasn't going to say anything. But Putin, the Pooty Poot, he went ahead. He hacked the DNC. And now everyone knows that you cheated me. H.A. Badman running out of steam. All right, let's just do. I love Trump. Trump goes after it. So funny. He's like, no talent. No talent. How could you say that Trump didn't win? Hold on. Let's just, before we end this. Oh my God. Let's listen to the best Trump debate moments. Yeah, I love it. Hold on. Give me the best Trump debate moments, okay? Give me the best Trump debate moments. Come on. No, I don't want ABC News. Come on. Give me the best Trump debate moments, okay? With the Republican debates. If Neil Cavuto was talking about the Clinton debate, I mean, that's, obvious. They never gave him a win. They never gave Bernie Sanders a win either. All right, so let's see this. Okay, hold on one second. Okay. All right. Just one second. Oh, man, why is it so difficult to find? I just want a bunch of clips. Okay, hold on one second. All right, hold on one second. Yeah, okay, so let's see. All right, so. Eddie C., please, very please do a Bill Clinton calming down Juicy Smollett. Oh, no, Juicy Smollett. Eddie C., thank you. Now I know you were trying to take one for the team, Juicy Smelly eye. But you'll be taking a couple for the team, and I just want to thank you so much for taking one for the team. I know Trump is a bad, bad human being. We got to do what we got to do. Juicy, thank you. Thank you, Juicy. I just want to thank you so much. Eddie, I'll get back to that in a second. Thank you so much, Eddie. Here's best Trump debate moment. Okay, hold on one second. I hate that noise.
He hit my hands. Nobody has ever hit my hands. I've never heard of this one. Look at those hands. Are they small hands? And he referred to my hands. If they're small, something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem. I guarantee you. Donald Trump has written checks.
Oh my God, that's so good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is so great. This is so great. I gotta hear this again.
He hit my hands. Nobody has ever hit my hands. I've never heard of this one. Look at those hands. Are they small hands? And he referred to my hands. If they're small, something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem. I guarantee you.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay, hold on.
Has written checks to Hillary Clinton not once, not twice, not 3 times, 10 times. And 4 of those checks were not to her Senate campaign. It wasn't that she was the New York senator. It was a cost of doing business. It was to her presidential campaign. He was a failed candidate. He should have candidate. He was a failed. Well, look, he was a. Well, look, he was a failed candidate. He should have beaten President Obama very easy. He failed miserably, and it was an embarrassment to everybody. This campaign for the last year, Donald Trump has basically mocked everybody with personal attacks. He's done so to people that are sitting on the stage today. He's done so about people that are disabled. He's done it about every other candidate.
No, he hasn't.
In this race. So if there's anyone who's ever deserved to be attacked that way, it's been Donald Trump. For the way he's treated people in the last campaign. Now that said, I would much prefer to have a policy debate. I hope that's what we'll have here tonight. Let's have a policy debate. Don't worry about it, little Mark. Well, let's hear it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, little Mark.
Oh my God. Oh, and this is K Meadows. That's awesome. He just, how could you not love Trump? Hold on. Now, don't you want to see this? Don't you want to hear? Don't you want to see this? Like over and over again for round 2. Hold on one second. Check it out.
I think the one that you should really be apologizing for, and the thing that you should be apologizing for, are the 33,000 emails that you deleted, acid washed, and then the 2 boxes of emails and other things last week that were taken from an office and are now missing. And I'll tell you what, I didn't think I'd say this, but I'm going to say it, and I hate to say it, but if I win, I am going to instruct my Attorney General to get a special prosecutor.
Now, he didn't know that it was Sessions. He didn't know he'd have Sessions.
to look
Or I mean, he did, but he didn't know how bad Sessions would be.
into your situation, because there has never been so many lies, so much deception. There has never been anything like it. And we're going to have a special prosecutor. When I speak, I go out and speak. The people of this country are furious. In my opinion, the people that have been long-term workers at the FBI are furious. There has never been anything like this where emails and you get a subpoena.
She's looking at him like, I give it up to Hillary. The only thing I'll say, she's looking at him. If she had laser beams coming out of those eyes, they would be like just like cutting things up. Oh my God. Just for him to stand in like in her presence that way. I mean, I don't even do that. Oh my goodness.
You get a subpoena, and after getting the subpoena, you delete 33,000 emails. And then you acid wash them, or bleach them, as you would say, a very expensive process. So we're going to get a special prosecutor, and we're going to look into it, because you know what? People have been, their lives have been destroyed for doing 1/5 of what you've done. And it's a disgrace. And honestly, you ought to be ashamed of
Secretary
yourself.
Clinton, I want to follow up on that. I'm going to let you talk about it now, because everything he just said is absolutely false, but I'm not surprised. In the first debate, and in the
So then there's the hold on, then there's this one. Then there's this right here. I mean, don't you want to see like part 2 of this? Michael Moorhead, please comment on tweet war between. Oh yeah. Well, Scalise wins that. I mean, hands down. I mean, there's really no. Ellison has no. You know, there's no way to deny what Scalise went through. Yeah, but check this out, everyone.
You delete 33,000 emails, and then you acid wash them, or bleach them, as you would say, a very expensive process. So we're going to get a special prosecutor, and we're going to look into it, because you know what? People have been, their lives have been destroyed for doing 1/5 of what you've done. And it's a disgrace. And honestly, you ought to be ashamed of
Secretary
yourself.
Clinton, I want to follow up on that. I'm going to let you talk about it now, because everything he just said is absolutely false, but I'm not surprised. In the first debate, and in the first
the audience needs to
I
calm
told
down here.
people that it would be impossible to be fact-checking Donald all the time. I'd never get to talk about anything I want to do and how we're going to really make lives better for people. So once again, go to HillaryClinton.com. We have literally Trump. You can fact-check him.
How are you going to fact check the 30,000 emails you just like erased, deleted because of yoga? How does that work? It's like, you know, that happened. Isaac, thank you. So check this out.
Fact check him in real time. Last time at the first debate.
Yes, nothing better than Hillary.com for the fact check. Well, you might as well just get, you know, the Washington Post, pretty much HillaryClinton.com.
We had millions of people fact checking, so I expect we'll have millions more fact checking because, you know, it is. It's.
Well, here's the fact check question. How did Clinton transfer top secret and special access program intelligence outside of the United States government? That's interesting.
Just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Oh! Oh! She didn't like that. She did not like that. If you see her face, she did not like that one at all. She did not like that one at all. She did not like that one. Now, let me ask you a question. You could have another year of this. Come on. Everybody wants to see this again. Clinton's going to give it to you. And let me tell you, you might say, well, nobody likes Clinton. Well, yeah, but the people who don't like Trump would worship Clinton as president instead of Trump. So it works both ways. It works both ways. You might say that, Clinton can't win. Well, the same mindset is, well, Trump can't win again because look at Trump. So, but here.
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Oh! Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. To my super chat, thank you. And what can I say? We finally got this live stream going. I do appreciate everyone's support. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for your support and just the kind words. And this year is going to be great. Let me tell you, it's a catharsis to be able to speak to everyone here. And it feels wonderful. And it's great. And I'm very thankful to have such a wonderful, awesome, amazing, loyal fan base or viewership, and I just want to thank you. Everyone, God bless. Have a great evening. Stay safe. I will see you tomorrow, and thank you, everybody. Thanks for a great live stream.